Hey man, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is what's the name of the show, Jessica? Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
I always forget the name of it. Hey, thanks for listening. I'm Mike, and I'm joined by Jessica Phillips again.
Hey.
And tonight, making his Naughty Donkey studio debut, we got Mr. Matt Abbott. How are y'all doing tonight?
Gravy, good.
Life is good.
Life is good?
Yes.
Why is life so good?
Surrounded by good friends and alcohol.
Duh.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I gotta say, man, I was really impressed by that little trick Matt showed us downstairs with that 12-pack. Yeah,
only an alcoholic would know that.
Automatically turned a 12-pack into a beer dispenser.
I gotta admit,
cool.
I watched that on YouTube on the way over here. I really didn't know that.
No, you just
I don't believe that.
They can't see my face.
It blew my mind. Like my mind went boom.
Like, how am I just now learning about that?
I know. I did it so wrong for 36 years. 33. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Who's listening again? How old are we? It depends.
I'm probably the senior in the room, which I know because we talked about age before. Yeah, so I know I am. Thanks for making me feel old. Like we were talking in our chat last night about matches on dating sites, and I'm like, I get none, man. I swipe more left because I'm swiping 90% left, and I might match like 0.3%. All right, and the other ones are just left out there in limbo. So I think what the problem is the dating range. Like the women that I have my range set in don't have me in their range because I've officially reached that age of being too fucking old.
I was talking to somebody about this last night. If I was a single female, I'd be going after Mike's age. That's me. Like, I don't even know what your age is, but
46. Well, 47 in 3 weeks.
Right. I definitely would not go below 40 because you're established and you know, you've been there, done it type deal, and
I would agree with that.
shit, like,
You're not going to sit there and BS somebody. You are going to tell it how it is. And if you don't want to be with somebody, you're not going to be with somebody. If you want to be with somebody, you're going to want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a game changer, your age.
Can I throw this disclaimer out there? I am 38. So my example does not include me. Matt is always a exception to the rules. Come on.
Bro, I saw your screenshot. I seen your matches on Tinder. It's like, good God. Bro, slow down, save some for the rest of us.
That's from 5 years ago.
You even have girls messaging you first. Speak English? No, speak Spanish. I was like, damn.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Like, damn.
It's like, damn, bro.
I said, no Espanol can learn, though. For the right one can learn, though.
Oh, man, I tell you, so, I'm recently single again, and the online dating world is brutal. Shit. I am so sad to be back out there in this shit. God, man. For one thing, back when Tinder first came out, I had just got divorced, so it was brand new. It was like fish in a barrel, man. It was the greatest thing ever,
Right, better than Facebook.
Oh, man, it was 10 times better.
This is like Facebook, but everybody's wanting to hook up.
It was, and it was, everybody was a match almost, like,
right.
The type of women I swipe right, they aren't looking at me now, bro. 10 years later, it's like they're all my age now, and I don't want to date them.
Right.
So, yeah, it's
That's what you think. I'm telling you. I know for a fact women are out there thinking exactly like I think.
Mm-hmm.
Older men. I'm using older and only in this room.
Oh, we got to pause.
Pizza's here, y'all.
Yep, pizza's here. Pizza's here, folks. We'll be right back.
Go.
All right, so we're back, and we were talking about online dating and how I'm recently back in the mix after 2.5 years and how it sucks so bad. I went and put all the apps on the phone.
I love it.
And it's all terrible. It's all terrible.
I don't think it's ever fun to go back on the dating scene, but it is a necessary evil. You got to rebuild yourself and see who you are again and what you like and what you don't like.
I agree. And for me, I've always said, I'm only on here because everybody else uses it, which is bullshit. We're all on there because we're all wanting that significant other, right? Or some kind of companionship of some sort.
Yeah.
I will be honest, it is a bit entertaining at times.
That's basically what it's turned in for me. Excuse me. Sorry. This damn fucking cough. Jesus. It's not COVID, guys. Don't worry. If it is, just spray me down with that fucking...
We hope not.
Yeah, we'd be sick by now.
It's an easy means to an end for a lot of people because a lot of people are just lazy and they want to sit in their bed and swipe, get matches. And it's basically a bunch of pen pal crap, I mean, it's messages that you lose interest in because nobody really wants to meet. Then when you meet them, you're like, what the fuck am I doing here? Who's paying for this? Not me.
I really got to pay for the first date? I got to pay? Shit.
I was on a dating app it was Tinder for 1 day. 1 day, and I couldn't do it anymore.
What was so tough about 1 day of Tinder?
I got a lot of messages, and I'm busy as it is.
So that means you swiped a lot of guys.
I didn't swipe anything. I gave my phone to someone else who set up my Tinder.
There's your problem.
Yeah. Well,
why would you do that?
Jamal, thanks for moving. Thanks for moving to Kansas and running away after you did all that to me.
They probably just like, poo, I'm going to fuck with Jessica. Poo, poo, poo. Oh, everything's right. Everything's right. Everything's right.
Yeah, we're going to build her self-esteem up just by liking everything and everybody.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I got my man Pete Rivera calling me. I'm going to have to call
Michael
him.
Knight just came through the door.
We'll be right back. Hold on.
That's got to be okay.
All right, we're back. Another interruption. First it was pizza. Now it's Pete. I love Pete, though.
We're back from our sponsors for the day, which is, what did we say it was? Bioactive hand sanitizer. Come on.
All right, so, let me turn the sound off on this. I'm just not going to even hear the phone anymore. Online dating. There really isn't too much to say about it because it's one of the things that is what it is, man. It's
you know what you're getting into when you kind of sign up for it.
And at the end of the day, their company's trying to make money. So they're not fun at all anymore. You don't have unlimited swipes on any of them anymore.
So you can unlimitedly choose to like or not like people without having to pay money.
It might be different for women. I don't know, but men...
It is. Women, from what I hear, it doesn't cost you guys anything. For men, we have to pay for everything.
Really?
Not even the date. Like, not only do we have to pay for the actual dating site, we got to pay for the first date, all that other chivalry shit.
Having a woman or having a woman for a guy is expensive.
I'll be damned.
I mean, from the beginning,
right.
From the apps,
from day one. You think about it. What expectations on men? And I was just having this conversation with basically whoever I speak to here lately, but. Really, men are expected. This isn't like the over and above and beyond stuff we do. Mm-hmm. Men are expected to be protective. The providers is huge. Like we say these things, protective, provider. In other words, if we're out in public and Day-Day, wants to fight you, my girl, Day-Day is actually
your girlfriend's name is Day-Day?
No habla español. No habla español.
Don't be rude.
Oh, shit. Make America great again. Hashtag. But, yeah, Day-Day was... No, shit, that was Cookie. Anyway, the movie next Friday where it's Day-Day is Craig's uncle or cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Right, y'all never seen the movie Next Friday?
I have.
I mean, it's been a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, that's like one of the...
I lost them brain cells when that movie was stored long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about, long story short, our women expect us men to keep them safe, right? Well, if you're over there running your mouth and you start something with, some female that looks like she may whip my ass because she goes to the gym more than me, and you expect me to step in front of you, this concludes our broadcast day. Matt is
Yes.
you on your own, boo.
Yeah,
you need to get your ass kicked after the shit you just said, type deal.
Well, if someone's gonna run your mouth at anybody, you better back it up. I don't need anybody taking care of me.
What's that TikTok say? Your hands better back up what your mouth
Yes.
say.
I don't know. I'm from personal experience. It's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen. I've seen a dude get punched in the face because of a woman starting shit with other people.
I don't know. If someone is starting
If
someone's starting shit, then that's their own problem. Unless you're the... So I teach my kids. They ask, well, what if someone hits me? And I'm like, well, then you protect yourself or try to stop it. But you never hit first. But it's those crazy people that try to, push other people. And I will walk away. I'm too old to be fighting people and running my mouth for no reason. This person I don't know, and I don't care to waste my energy, my time. I could burn some calories, but that's not the right way to do it.
You're not really burning that much because the average fight probably lasts, about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Right. Unless you're with Miyagi-Do. Come on, Team Miyagi-Do. Did y'all hear that? She says she never strikes first. She is definitely Team Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, she's a defensive fighter.
Right.
Yes.
I used to box.
Thank you, Daniel-san.
She's actually a badass. Yeah.
A boxer?
She's a badass over here.
Okay.
Fucking boxer, roller derby.
I was in the roller derby back in Texas, the El Paso Pussycats. I used to box. I do some freeform combat martial arts. I at Hayashi's gym back home in Texas too.
No habla Hayashi.
How was that locker room after a derby?
Stinking.
All of you
Jesus.
stink. You're just running around hitting each other. It's just not a fun thing. But it's like, kids, just hose yourself down.
She was an enforcer. Like she was the one that just laid people.
You were
out.
the one in the front that went around and just elbowed everybody.
Let me get you.
I remember watching that on Saturdays. I think it came on this was when I was a kid. It came on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Yeah, they were slinging each other around. There was skill, strategy to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I had to watch it through the squiggly lines because we didn't get that channel. It was too much like porn on cable.
I think it's because I was the middle child of two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was either you're going to make it or you're not. That's what it is.
Yeah. You decided I'm going to fucking make this
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, you're going to do what to me? Okay. You may whoop my ass, but I'm gonna try.
Don't go to sleep. I will get you in your sleep.
So, Matt, you got a background in counseling, right? I mean, you were a peer counselor or something like that?
Well, yeah, so no, yes, I've counseled folks, interventions, battered women rescues, things like that. Do you hear those birds?
I hear those birds too.
This is not a soundproof studio. They must be living right up above us.
Right.
The ventilation.
I didn't know if it was background music.
Oh, no.
Luke, I am your father.
Brew crew.
Brew crew, come on. Miyagi-Do. And what is her name? What's Daniel-san's daughter's name?
I haven't watched that yet.
Godly.
I cannot remember names.
I don't know.
Save my ass.
She's just so sweet and innocent looking, but she can kick ass when she needs. She can do the. Okay.
All those kids, man, they're all fucking badasses, man.
Right.
Kung fu karate.
Sorry,
experts.
that was my. I chased a rabbit. Miyagi-Do. So I am what they call a peer counselor. It is a certification. You have to have a life experience in a particular domain. Basically meaning you were a roughneck at one time or have been through something of life experience. And you get college credit hours for life lived experience.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah, it's actually UNC School of Social Work. Yeah.
So that's sweet. So you learn more in the real life than you do in a book. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. I went to school for all those years, and I can tell you he has more hands-on experience. Even though I have a piece of paper, he's got more hands-on experience. It's just not about a book.
Yeah, because I've sat down. Me and Matt's talked a few times before, but right recently with my situation, I've had some sit downs with Matt. And Matt said some real wise stuff to me, and kind of got me through some some rough times and shit.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I definitely, it's kind of, you hear things about people, and then I'm a guy that I like to see it myself, and see who somebody is,
Right. Form
but,
your own opinion.
Yeah, I definitely. I've been burned like that before, listening to what people say about other people, and then I form my opinion. Then I meet them later on. I'm like, man, that dude's nothing like that, or that girl's nothing like what they say. And yeah, I mean, people do the same thing about me. I mean, everybody's got an opinion about me. What kind of person I am, and I hear a lot of them. But then the people that know me firsthand and become my friends, they know who I am. They know who I am. I might be pissing off a lot of people right now, though, because everybody's like, "Oh, he's being petty right now," with
No. Steve Harvey says it best. What other people think of you it's not your business. And I don't walk through this world trying to piss people off, but I damn sure it don't change me for them.
Yeah. Your impression of me is not the accurate truth.
Right.
It's all a perception.
Right. I think it was today or maybe yesterday someone said, such and such said this. And I said, don't base your value on what somebody else thinks of you. Or never see yourself through somebody else's eyes.
Rose-colored
because
glasses.
you wake up with you and you go to bed with you, and only you and God know what work you put in that day. I will be damned if I live my life based on what somebody else thinks of me, good or bad. Because some people put this up on pedestals, and we're really not what they think. That's their limited knowledge of us, both good and bad. So,
but I am guilty, and it's Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan says this best: never read the comments, and a lot of people just can't go through life without reading the comments.
I can't. Do you read them?
Well,
do you read them?
I do.
Like I read them, but on my Facebook, my comments are safe.
Yeah.
At least I think, because if somebody says something negative about me on my Facebook page, I can control that. Boom, it's gone. But if somebody says something negative about a podcast or something like that, and one of the ATB groups that I run, somebody says something negative about that, sometimes it sticks with you. You're only human, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, look, Kevin Durant, man. He's a multi-million-dollar NBA player, and he cannot get out of the comments. If he lives in them, and it fucks him up mentally too. He's always getting in exchanges and stuff. But that's one reason why I don't have Twitter. I don't do Twitter. I usually, if there's a comment on YouTube, I'll read it. But if it's something negative, I just push it off and just ignore it.
Love it.
You have to.
Yeah. You're worth better than some petty person sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
You're out there doing and trying. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. I mean, a lot of people they live under you already. They're already looking up at you because you're talking. There's a saying that about if somebody's talking about you, they're already looking up at you.
Well, if they're talking about you, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because if you're not somewhat have a target on your back, then you're not a threat.
That's exactly right.
If you're a threat, or if people are talking about you, or gossip, I say this all the time, is the definition of tearing one down in hopes to build himself up.
It is so true.
If people are just gossiping about you, then guess what? They're idolizing you. They're criticizing you. Either way, they're recognizing you.
They're living rent free in your head, in their heads.
They're in their heads, right?
Yeah.
And I live by a bunch of different little quirks and sayings and stuff I picked up along the way, and one is live by example.
I do the same way. Absolutely.
When I'm behind closed doors, okay, that's my personal life. That's obviously something I don't put out there to everyone. But for the most part, what you're going to see on me, social media or out and about in public, I'm not being fake per se, but I'm not exposing my every little detail of my life because folks haven't earned that right to know that.
Limiting your audience. Absolutely. Right. So for me, I see how people can criticize and whatever. For me is I don't have any part of it. Whenever I'm out, wherever I am with friends or at a pool and someone comes up and starts gossiping, I will straight up walk away. I'm the one that's, let me help you fix your crown. Mm-hmm. Let me adjust your crown. I don't care what it is, who it is, as long as you're talking about you, we're good. I don't know who those people are or whatever it is, but it's none of my business because I'm not them. I have my own life.
Right. And if they're talking about themselves, they're not talking about you.
Yes.
Right.
So that's how I decide to have my close group of friends, is not one that's worried about what other people are doing. If you see an issue with one of your friends, go help them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't just sit there and see them struggling, drowning in the deep end of a pool and just laugh and point. Like, what kind of friend is that?
Well, if
I'm
I'm
going to be another one, be the change.
Be the change.
Be the change. I'm going to have to quote unquote a lot of this stuff. Copyright, Matt Abbott, which I stole from somewhere, I can bet. But be the change. Like, we expect this world to be all sunshine and rainbows when we're walking around just bad mouthing everybody.
Well, this world is definitely not sunshine and rainbows. I got to tell you, 2022 has been one of the roughest years on me, and it could only go up from here.
Yes.
So I mean, I could say it now and without.
I'll second that.
Well, I could say it now without like feeling sorry for myself or anything like that. But I've cried tears of joy. I've cried tears of happiness. I've cried tears of pride. I've cried tears of depression. Like every type of tear. I've cried tears during movies. What are those like considered?
Tear jerkers.
Tear jerkers.
Yeah, chick flicks. Maybe, I don't know.
Emotional.
You're letting yourself open to feeling and letting it go. Is that right?
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes you just have to do that. And we all cope with these things in our own different way. Like my breakup, I'm going through a grieving process. I've passed the part of I feel sorry for myself. I want to get back together. What can I do to fix this? And then the more I talk to people, like Matt, and there's other people that are going through the same situation I'm going through, they made me realize, and, a therapist also, they made me realize it wasn't me. Like the problem was, is some with me. I'll take some of the blame, but a lot of it was with her. And one of my ways of coping was this podcast. Like a lot of people's like, that's a crazy ass name for a podcast. But take care of yourself was the last thing she ever said to me face to face. And when she said it, she said it so cold.
That sounds mean.
Like the way she looked at me.
We're talking about Dana of a Dream, just in case y'all wonder.
But yeah, the way she said it to me, it lit a fire in me. It kind of, instead of wanting to be back with her, I wanted to like just give it to her. Like I was kind of feeling vindictive, I was like, okay, well, why am I the one that she's alienated me from certain friends that I've completely probably lost, and she has broke up without any closure. So, constantly.
That's tough.
Yeah, when you get blocked from every social media outlet, when you get blocked from emails, when you get blocked from texting, and you reach out and you send these messages and they're all heartfelt and they all are truthful, and you've done so much for this person, so much, brought all these people into her life, taking her to places she's never been before.
Loving her.
I date Mike right now. I'm just hearing him talk about his ex, and I'm over here like googly eyed and butterflies. I'm like,
but
so
dude, will you?
I'm not gonna say
I'm single and looking.
I'm not going to say
straight.
But you know what? I'm not going to say I wasn't at fault for some of this too. I will. Right. I will. I will. I'm at fault for some of it. I could have, in hindsight, I could have done things a lot better and not get her in that mind frame. Because here's what I think happened. I think she found somebody and she got feelings for this person, and this person was probably talking in her ear the whole time during our second breakup. And because, I've read online what are some signs when, you're losing communication. You can tell your ex is with somebody else. A lot of those things lined up, A lot of them did, but a lot of them didn't, too. Right.
But at the end of the
there's
day.
There's always, quote unquote, always be the change.
But at the end of the day, when you're going through this process, you realize who your friends are and who aren't, right?
No,
True
yeah, you
that.
really
True
do.
that.
You
Yeah.
really do.
So
And-
it's like, hey, you need to go through this grieving process. Let me help you up off that floor.
yeah.
But I can tell you this. You know, at the end of why do people say the end of the day?
Yeah,
It
what
should
happens at the end of the day?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Just, you go
Nothing.
to sleep.
We drink into
you
a podcast?
Drink yourself, yeah. You drink yourself into oblivion, and then you end up depressed even more because alcohol is a suppressant. And then you lay there and cry yourself to sleep at the end of the day. Let's be real, y'all.
Yeah.
But let's be real. When it's all said and done, rather, you'll be stronger, wiser, more experienced, because breakups are not easy. Look, I've had one or two more than I ever wanted, or one or two more than I ever signed up for. But every time I come out with a different understanding of me.
That's the most important part of it.
Yeah, and you know, I hear you saying, it was trouble on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Well, what we always hear is takes two to tango. Type deal. It takes two to make it work. The moment someone checks out of a relationship mentally, emotionally, or they do what we call they're emotionally cheating, they're sexting or texting, or they're mentally not in that relationship anymore because someone else is in their ear.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, for men these days, it is hard as hell.
I'm sure.
Because women can literally go on social media, dating, anywhere. They are bombarded with what I hear. Can I say this on here? The DICK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right.
Yeah.
Fucking dick pics.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even understand the concept behind that. I would think a man's upper torso would be the most attractive thing about him. Quote unquote dad bod. Come on.
You
Right
don't
here,
have
got
it
one.
yet.
Hey, look,
Y'all look fine.
the perfect dad bod. Come on. But no, seriously, like, women. I have these conversations with women a lot, and I talk to quite a few women. I've befriended a lot, and the ones that I actually have met and had some kind of relationship with is even less. For me, and I think for a lot of women, the supply. I hate to use that word because we know that word in narcissistic realms, but supply is the truth. The supply of men is so plentiful, women don't even have to look. It
That's
comes
true.
at them. Where men actually have to be the successors, the aggressors, and they've got to seek out this is the
Perception.
right.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
70 to 80%. I mean, I'll be honest. I do get messages from. Actually, I do think they're all the same person, but let's say Facebook.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say Facebook. I do get messages randomly here and there. Hey, you want to hook up? Whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know this person from Adam, but honestly, like I would bet, and I don't have to bet. I know women get those messages on a regular, and men don't necessarily. And I'm saying that to say, the grass is greener where the hell you water it. If you want to be in a relationship, be in one. If I'll throw a disclaimer out there for anybody, everybody, and the first lady. If you ever want to be with Matt, you're gonna have to come off social media, at least the messaging part. Snapchat, you better hope I never found out you had one, because that ain't nothing but a sneaky, grimy, dirty app.
Yeah.
It's only made to hide shit.
True.
And I'm such a person of like, hey, here's who I am. You take it or leave it. Either way, I'm going to bed with me tonight.
Yeah.
And I hope you like it. If you don't, then sorry. I'm going to get up the next day the same way.
Yeah. Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, like having something so sneaky in a relationship, why would you even want that?
So a lot of women use Snapchat, especially
Filters.
these
That's what I hear.
OnlyFans
Filters. That's bullshit.
filters. They filter the pictures, and so do guys. After we talked about it the
You
other
can-
day in filters,
Yeah.
I went
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
I did it. I filtered
Yeah.
some of my pictures. I was
Matt,
like, let's see what
guilty.
it fucking looks like.
I have filters,
Yeah.
y'all. I look nothing like what y'all really think.
But like Snapchat, get a lot of friend requests from people I don't know, and then I'm like, oh, let's see who they are. Boom. Next thing I know, I'm getting messages with OnlyFans.
I was going to say,
sign up for OnlyFans. You know,
I bet you the only messages I get from Snapchat are follow this link and pay this and see me naked. I'm like, okay, well, I can accidentally walk in on my mom and see her for free.
What kind of rock is Jessica living under?
I don't have a Snapchat.
She doesn't know what OnlyFans is.
I don't know what that is.
Get out. I've never.
Leave now.
Right. I shit you not. My first experience with OnlyFans, and I
don't even have one.
No, I don't have one either.
Oh,
I had someone want me to do one with them.
When
sex was legal on it, like they changed something up. I heard.
Like website streaming, like at home porn studios. Is that what that is? Is that what I'm gathering? It's not
all porn.
Yeah, they show their boobs. So some people, don't they? Some foot fetishes. They only show their feet, and people pay like $5 a month for this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I figure my body is my temple, and that's gonna be. Yeah. I'm pretty conservative, but when I get home, that's what if I what my maid or whatever would see. Not everyone else needs to see what I have.
Yeah.
Well, these women, I'm not knocking their hustle.
Well, you got to make money. I understand. Let me fix your crown.
Bro, the fucking Catch Me Outside girl is a millionaire because of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to say because of Catch Me Outside.
I thought she was too. Catch Me Outside.
Well, she grew up since that Dr. Phil show, and she's pretty attractive, and she showed her invoices from her OnlyFans. She's a literal millionaire because of OnlyFans.
Well, maybe I need to rethink this whole OnlyFans thing. Wait a minute. If you're out there and you're listening and you called me about shooting OnlyFans, can we revisit that idea?
If my pension wasn't so important to me, I would freaking do some kind of OnlyFans.
If my integrity wasn't so important to me, and I ain't knocking nobody else. This is for Matt.
Yeah.
All right.
But you were talking about earlier, and I'm going to reiterate, like you were talking about people in other people's ears. So, like, people out there listening to this might be going through, like, the same thing. And most of the time, I'm going to tell you, listen to your gut, because you're probably 100% right on it. Your gut's always right most of the time. If you feel something in there that's like, okay, yeah, I think she met somebody else. Because I couldn't prove it, but it always was sitting in the back of my head because of the way she had changed. We didn't text anymore. Our conversations had changed, and I was like, wow, I think she might have.
Bet.
But it was confirmed to me this weekend that she was dating someone. So I'm like, okay, that explains a lot. It explains the coldness, how she cut me off completely, and this all matched up on a lot of stuff I read online. Because everything you read online.
Actually, she took the bait for, because there's always been. I'm sorry, women. I love y'all. I promise you, there's nobody that loves women or women's. How should I say that?
Women.
Bro. How's that English?
I love you, Mama. That's the only woman's that I love. That and my dog, Kira.
That's the most important woman is to love your mom. I'm going to say to that to all men. As a mother myself, the most important person in your life is your mother.
That's true.
And it should always be.
Do what Mama can do.
No, and no one should ever try to. What is that?
Yeah, but what if your mama's dead?
Well, then you don't have to worry about that.
Let me just bring that down enough.
Yeah, but if you have some chick that you love is trying to compete with your mother, you don't want that.
No, you don't.
Because your mom is always going to be number one, and she should understand that. She should. It's not a competition.
Well, look, this is the last thing I'll say about my situation. I'm completely, I'm not going to say completely over it, but it's like, I've been seeing a therapist over this shit, and we kind of came to a conclusion over it. She goes, well, I'm glad to see you're finally coming to terms that it's over. And I am. And you know what? I got no bad feelings against her. It just didn't work out for us. So, I wish her luck with her new man, whoever it is. I just really hope it's not somebody I know.
I was going to say the true test of
friendship.
Oh my God! If the first picture I see is her and some dude that I know, like I consider a friend, I'm gonna be like, wow, what the fuck?
Well,
but
that's not a friend. That's not a friend.
That's sticky.
There's a lot of people out there like that, though, man.
There's
a lot of people.
There's a lot of people just waiting for you to stumble, trip, whatever, so they can slide in on what you've been gliding in.
Yeah, that's some slippery, snaky shit. I have no. I don't like. If that's your personality, bye.
Right. Well, my whole thought about that entire thing is exactly what I said. One day, you never see it for what it really is while you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're on the other side of it, then you're so thankful you actually went through it.
Yeah.
Like, I think about the shit, just personally. Like, fuck, I can't believe I made it through that. But now every situation I come across, well, I made it through that. If I can make it through that, I can make it through this easy. Yeah. And you kind of measure it up. But, when it comes to the heart, feelings, emotions, that shit, I don't care. And for all the women listeners, live by example, come on.
Every two of you.
Or whoever. I don't care who you are or how you project yourself to be as strong. When your heart is hurt, that is knee bending, gut clenching, vomiting hurt and pain for me. And I wish I could just take my brain out and put it in everyone when it comes to this. For me, never waste a pain, because they can either be growing pains and you actually learn from it and never repeat it, or there's just suffering. And I don't think God ever meant for us to suffer.
We're not meant to suffer. We're supposed to be happy.
Right. And so, and I'm guilty of it. We all, I think, to a certain extent, suffer until we realize, hey, I'm supposed to get something out of this particular situation. I'm supposed to grow. I'm supposed to develop some area of my life, whatever it may be. For me, my weakest link of me was relationships, dating women specifically, and I've had to learn to, and I think I've shared this with you guys and gals. A lot of people, women specifically, that I'm talking to, trying to develop relationships, see what sticks and grows, have not earned the right or trust for me to give them information that they could use later, or have not earned the title or place in my life for me to just put them up on a pedestal. Not that I automatically think bad. It's like, 8th grade. You walk into 8th grade and you start off at 100 with the teacher, and you work your way down. Everybody starts off with 100 at me, at 100 with me. And then,
what's 100 though? Like, what would that relate to? What's 100?
100 for me is okay. I'm gonna believe everything you tell me until your actions show me different.
Okay, so you start at the bottom. They have to earn the trust.
I start at the top.
I'm the opposite.
Okay, I got you.
So you don't have to earn so much. Okay, you're telling me you're So let's make this more specific to dating. If you're telling me. Okay, and I'm very much about not telling women within the first couple weeks. Oh, damn, I popped that thing up. I want everybody here.
Oh, yeah.
Brew crew, baby. You better recognize everybody got a beer in their hand.
I was thinking about adding that sound to the intro.
Right,
I love it.
Right. Make America great again.
Shit. Don't be rude.
Oh, wow. That was epic.
That's, who to vote for. Actually, I don't care. Right. That was Rick Grimes over there, wasn't it? Oh, shit. I forgot where I was.
No, but you were talking about that not everyone deserves your private information.
You're being real profound.
You were.
And I wanted you to break it down. But so, what information do you consider information to be given, to be earned?
So first of all, for me,
I
never. What's one of the first things you get asked on the dating website? What are you looking
for?
I never tell that.
Yeah.
Because we got so many people pleasers.
Yeah.
And so many people that, for whatever reason, I want the most honest version of a person, truest, realest, rawest, as one of my friends would say. I want the realest and rawest version of you. I don't want to have to find that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go on and be that.
Yeah.
And I can decipher for myself where you're going to be at in my life.
Yep.
And I use this stuff a lot. Like I say, I tell people, hey, you're going to choose your place in my life. by how you are with me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't hear from me every day, there's most likely a reason.
Yeah.
You know? But if you do hear from me every day, there's also a reason. It's because you've stayed up here where you said you were. Mm-hmm. And for me, if you're saying, okay, you ask me. We met on a dating website. Let's say Tinder, Bumble. We don't promote any of those, by the way.
They're not paying the bills over here.
Right. Isn't that what's called Bumble?
I don't know.
Did I say that right?
It's
I'm the
got
one that
something to
lives
do
under
with
the rock.
a flying
you wouldn't
insect.
know.
Yeah,
Right.
the rock.
Jessica was born under a rock, and she's still under that exact
Yeah,
same rock.
I'm learning
Right.
things. I've learned some new.
ChristianMingle.com.
I've heard.
Come
I
on.
saw the commercial for that.
There is I saw it. It popped up on my Facebook somehow because I play a lot of golf. There's a golfers only dating app.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to date another golfer.
Golfer?
Oh my God, I think there's some hot golfers out there.
Okay,
too.
I'm
you
sure.
know what I would
God.
love to date? Disclaimer. For me, the sexiest thing in the world. This is just personal preference, y'all. A woman. Coming to you next time. Bruna Brewer, the sexiest woman. Are you ready? The Powerball number is. She drives a truck.
Oh, there you go. That's
I'm serious.
sexy. No,
not,
I get
not
it.
just any truck.
Okay, let's
She's
hear
got
it.
to drive a truck like I would drive.
Like
Okay,
a
like what?
F-250 or a 2500 or a 3500.
What about a
20
forklift? I drive a forklift.
A little bit too rugged.
Oh,
you
am
drive
I
a-
rugged? I'm rugged. I can drive a
Well, I haven't
forklift.
seen you drive yet, but it's how you how you work the steering wheel.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's,
I always heard it was how you work the stick.
Nah.
Right.
No, yeah,
How do you
not the
change
steering
gears?
wheel.
I can't
What
find
are
that
you working
stick
with
yet.
over there?
Can't find that stick. Let me know when you find it.
No, for me, it's like, okay, if I see you see a woman, I wouldn't say. Let me correct that. I don't often see women drive these trucks. Mm-hmm. I often see younger.
Yeah.
I don't want to call them that. You know what I'm saying? Younger females, and obviously it's mom and daddy's money that tricked it out. But for me, it's just like, damn, that's a badass truck. You know, that's a. I don't know. I wouldn't say F nothing because I'm more of a Chevy guy, or GMC guy. I'm like, that's a.
GMCs are better.
Yeah, that's
Ford's
a
left me on the side of the road
Denali-
too many times.
What does that say? Fix or repair daily.
Found on the
Found
road
on the
dead.
road
Found on the road
dead,
dead.
and I did. 16 hours in the middle of in the middle of Arizona and Texas.
Damn, it's
16 hours.
hot. I just got
Ford
hot
Explorer.
thinking about that.
Sounds like a sad country song.
It was.
Yeah, it does. Did Dirk's Bentley drive by you?
So, hey, let me tell you how bad online dating sucks. This is an example.
Okay.
So, I matched this girl on Sunday, and she sent me a message. It was Bumble, all right? And I'm going to tell you, bro, hot. Like, I'll show you a picture of her right now. Hold on. Let me.
Let's admire
No
some beauty.
habla español.
There, you know what? You can admire other people and bring them up. If you're beautiful, let me say there's nothing wrong
I
with
am
that.
not
I
going
love the
to
man,
lie.
but-
I thought it was a spam account. Like, scroll through her pictures, and I thought it was. I thought she was about to sell me cryptocurrency. Yeah, I mean,
Here's Acorn.
Turtle in a
hey,
nutshell.
because that's one thing. Like, when I match somebody extremely beautiful, I'm like, okay, it's cryptocurrency. It's coming. It's
I've
coming.
never even. I know what that is, but they really try to get you to do that.
Yeah. So the
One of the
conversation.
good things is you can tell that she's like legit and real.
Yeah.
We don't.
Well, let me
us men
see.
don't see a lot of
You're
that.
very.
Well, she linked her Instagram account and.
Right.
Oh, she's
You
real.
know.
That's
Right.
she's
She's definitely
cute.
real.
She looks
Yeah.
sassy. I like her makeup. She's got different hair, so she's different.
Yeah,
She
and you can
stands out,
completely
like,
you can scroll up and
Ooh,
look
I
at all her
like that.
other pictures.
I don't
She's
know.
cute. She looks sassy and flirty. She's fun. She has a sense of personality. I like her.
Can we hear her bio?
So okay, so
Let's read
this
her bio.
girl, she's going to remain unnamed, but her bio is, I'm used this app to she meant to say but she put I'm.
Oh, she's already cut up. She can't.
I gave her the
No,
benefit of the doubt
I
just
can't
for a
say
look.
anything because I'm terrible with. Yeah,
I am too.
Thank God for spell check and word doc. Go
Oh,
ahead,
I'm
sorry.
a talk to text dude. Then I just hit send. Then I'm like, oh shit, I should have fucking
I'm like,
proofread that.
Right. They think I'm doing sign language or drunk as shit over here. Right.
So she goes, my ex used this app to find a man, so why can't I? With a laughing tear guy.
Oh, that's fine.
She's
I
got
like
she's got her personality type in there. She's a ENTJ -T. Down,
What is
I
that?
don't know. He was talking about
Yeah.
that
In
earlier.
Geneva?
I think she just added that because that wasn't up there because me and her did the personality test the other day.
Oh,
Right.
so
We did it
we
together,
need to
yeah.
do that. We need to do the
Personality
personality test.
So she's an Aquarius. Her favorite animal is flamingos.
I love the Aquarius
Bombshell, quick-witted, so be prepared or stay home.
Quick with it.
Now, hold on. She is. And let me tell you about this girl. We talked all day Monday, bro.
I love it.
All day.
You need that.
We even FaceTimed while I was at work. I went outside and we FaceTimed for about 45 minutes.
Oh.
And like she's cool as fuck, but she is a former stripper, all right, and she works at a bar, but she is extremely attractive. And like she sent me a picture of her in the shower, but it was one of those like it was just she showed me her boobs and then like sighed.
How long have you been
it was
talking
nothing
to her?
else.
There's nothing.
No,
so
but
I'm
no,
approved.
no,
Let me get
there's
this
a-
across. I am approved.
There's
so
a
no
hold on,
judgment.
wait.
Up
There's a
here.
point to this story.
Okay, go ahead.
So we talked all day Monday, dude. If you put together all the minutes we talked, maybe 3 hours, maybe a little longer than that, and we covered so much shit. But like then she was like, I was like, I know you got all these other dudes chasing you down. And then she was like, yeah, and she showed me all these other profiles she's matching. We messaged like twice yesterday and nothing today, dude. Nothing. So it's like,
Wore
that's
out.
the
That's the bit of
problem with online dating. And she
Yeah.
only lives an hour and a half from here, like in Emporia, Virginia. That's not that far.
Too
Like,
far
What
for
is
me.
that?
it's like 20
I don't
minutes
know.
from Roanoke Rapids.
Well,
That's
Yeah.
too
shit,
far.
I mean, it's too far, but
But-
it's just what people deal with. You put all this effort
yeah,
into like
that's-
something,
Right.
and then boom, just like that.
That's
goes.
why it lasted one day. I was like, all these, hey, and I'm like, can't you guys say something different and unique? Because I can go out into the Walmart and have this, but thanks. and it's a whole lot less pressure, and I have a time I can turn it off when I get in my car.
That's why it's like so depressing to be back in online dating because I just don't like typing that much, and I would use talk to text,
Yeah.
and I would just fuck the grammatical errors. That's why I tell them, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, I'm just talk to text. If there's any grammar there, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And that's probably a turn off for a lot of these intellectual type women out there.
Yeah.
But I just
no
don't care.
habla español.
But you said that you're talking to text. I mean, I'm busy
Yeah.
so often that it's
Right.
like I may not answer you most of the day because I'm working. I run a
Well, I
business.
think that's a perfect example of what the majority of, I'd say, I hate to keep pointing the finger at women, but females, like it's entertaining attention.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you tell me how great I am, giving you a look. I see you getting antsy.
I
over
know.
there.
She's
I know.
antsy over here.
I have
Like
to
you're
stand up
cocked
for
and
my
loaded.
female counterparts because I am the only
I've
female
already
here.
moved.
Well, we'll let-
everything.
we'll let
Okay,
Matt-
I'm a lover. I'm
Let-
not a fighter. I'm just gonna stand up for my sex.
We're going to let
Right.
Matt make his point, then
Well,
you
go
have
ahead.
the floor.
Go
And I'd
ahead.
say probably all three of us are exceptions to the rules.
Yes. Okay. I agree.
I'm talking about majority having spent time with people. And majorities of people.
Yes.
Okay. And you studied them, so you know
Yes.
what I mean. And Mike, you've arrested them. So, you know.
Some of them, yes.
Yeah. Same difference.
Yeah.
And for me, I just feel like, but you know, let's be honest, from little girls, baby little girls, Cinderellas, they're kind of, you females are conditioned to be praised. Now, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm the first to be real and the last to be fake. Women are to be praised. I do think they are something to be cherished. I do think anything that can walk around for 9 months carrying another human inside of them is just absolutely amazing. And the whole way that thing works, and I wouldn't even begin to try to explain it. I've seen it happen. I've watched my son born, and I still can't tell you how all that shit happened.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no. I understand you
yeah.
both are lovers
Well,
of the female
yeah.
variety. I understand. There's no hate. I know. Understand
Right,
absolutely.
but there are like this. Okay, I'm gonna call them species of
Okay.
females
Okay.
that are not baby making mothers / wives. Okay, let's be real.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm not hating on any female out there if you haven't had any babies or mothers, anything like that. You know, you just listen and maybe you'll agree. If you don't, then I'm sorry. I'm right. You're wrong.
Be open to other people's opinions.
Right. Yeah, I was just kidding. But, you know, we see online all the time. Let's say Facebook. That's like I scroll that. I never get through 2 thumbs, but scroll and I promise you, there's always at least 2 or 3 women talking about how much they don't need a man, but yet they got 239 male likes and loves, and under the comments, you're so beautiful and you're magnificent. You're
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need it.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to paint a picture for folks without saying it.
Yeah.
And right up under, or right to the side, every one of those comments, what do you see? That person that posted that picture, or how much they don't need men, they loving it to death. Every single like. I was love it. And you got a name for something like that? Okay, you won't. First of all, men, I wouldn't suggest that because women are going to blast you off social media. But seriously, I remember saying something like this. One of my first ever, I think, might even fix me from posting in ATB. I said something along these lines 3-4 years ago, and I never even looked back. But I had people texting me, telling me how I was getting blasted. For me, I don't always throw my shit out there and run because I feel like people need to understand my thought pattern before they blast me.
Yes.
But it was something along those lines. It's just being a man is so different now than what it used to be. We could woe the woman, get the girl, drive off into a sunset, and that was wifey. From then on, no other worries or cares other than keeping wifey happy.
And that view was how I was raised, on how if you're pretty, you're supposed to do things a certain way. Rely on a man, marry a rich man. You're pretty, you go modeling, you do this, you're not worth anything other than being a wife and staying at home and making kids. And that's how I was. Well, you're pretty, you need to do this. Well, fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. I will figure out what I want and what I like. I'm not going to fit in a book. So that is, you are taught that you're supposed to take care of a woman, right?
Well, no, not necessarily even that. I didn't get there. Like who should work and things like that.
Yeah.
No, I think women along those lines, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Cater to your gift, make it work for you type deal. I'm talking about strictly the mentality of the female dating and how I feel about men versus that. No, not necessarily that whole.
I don't understand. I have not been a female in the position you're talking about. Right. So I am very rock person. Right.
Still under that rock.
I'm growing. I'm getting out of it. Right. I had been through a divorce quite a few years ago, and it messed me up. So it's just like, let me get out of this rock. Let me grow. That's what he was talking about, learning lessons. And I don't want to jump to another relationship not knowing how to love myself first. Yeah. And then I know that I'm there, but it's just like, well, with your time, who's going to deserve my time? Because if they're not going to deserve my time, I'm not going to waste it. I only get one shot. One shot at life.
All right, Eminem.
That's true.
You only get one shot.
I do.
I missed your chance to glow.
And you know what my one goal is to be the best mom I can be. And I never knew I was going to be a mom. I told my mom I was pregnant when I was 29. She didn't believe me. So I had no anticipation or preparation for being a mother. I was always going to be a businesswoman. That's what I always wanted. And then being a mother changed me. And a businesswoman. She showed me love that I would have never understood. Like,
you can relate to her.
I need to download I need to download a You Whore soundtrack.
Like that being a mother has taught me love and compassion that I would have never understood on any level.
And I guess that right there makes a lot of sense. And probably being a father. Dad. I don't really like father.
Well, father is there's a father and a dad, right? A dad's a hands-on. A father is a donor, right? Maybe at that point.
Really, is that how that's defined?
Maybe I don't know.
That's how I've heard.
How about pops or papa?
I got my
daddy. A daddy.
A pops is my stepfather. That's what my daughter calls him, is pops.
Well, I'm from Eastern North Carolina, so we say daddy.
Daddy.
Right. I was gonna say I've been called daddy by females. And daddy by my kids. So there's a difference in daddy
Yes.
and daddy.
Oh,
So how do you feel about that? Because I'm kind of torn. Like, I've been called daddy in the bedroom before, and it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you think they have so much porn around stepdad and stepdaughter?
I don't know if I like it.
Hell?
I don't know if I like being called daddy or not.
I've never been called
just
mama
call
in the
me.
bed.
That's all that
That's
matters
a
to me.
different
Mama.
thing, though. I think women have more of a fetish with I don't know if it's why. If you have a good relationship with your father, right? Okay. Most women that have daddy issues hate their dads, right? Okay, and then
But they're still
what is
looking
it?
for somebody like their dad for whatever
I married
reason.
my dad.
What the
and
fuck? I don't
divorced
get
him,
it.
too.
Like every time I got called daddy in the bedroom, it kind of like turned me off. Not gonna lie.
It's like
I'm
a relation to your children. It's weird. I can understand that. Does that bother you?
There's another reason why we didn't work out.
Right. Yeah. You should have called me father.
I am your
Matt,
father.
I am your father. Wait a minute, hold up. Why is that in
Fuck,
my...
I thought I had that sound effect. Shit.
Luke, I am your mother.
No, so for me, I have I have had significant others that were all females.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw that disclaimer out there. That I call Ma, or we come up with all types of nicknames.
Like joking?
Ma. No, I'm serious. Like
She's
you're
in the kitchen,
somebody
Mom.
you were having sex with.
Oh, while
you
you're
called
having-
him Ma.
yeah, I'm like, hey babe, or I'd say that too naturally.
Okay, Mom reminds
Right.
me of like Bernstein Bears.
I'm
right
like,
there.
hey Ma,
Who?
What?
Okay.
What the hell is Bernstein Bears?
And I've heard of them, but
Isn't
not
it a
since I was in
cartoon?
elementary school.
It's a book. Guys, I like to read,
Is
right?
that the big red dog?
No,
That's
that's Clifford.
Clifford.
Oh,
So
okay.
Bernstein Bears is about a bear family. It was like a religious book at one point. Bears growing up, like it was a mom or ma bear, pa bear. Ember still likes them. Sister bear and brother bear.
The cold, warm, and hot porridge.
That's,
I'm messing with you. People out there like, wait a minute, hold up, what?
See, he
That
threw
sounds
me
so
off on that
incredible.
one. That is so rare for somebody to throw me off my footing. I'm like, huh? That was a good one.
That was a good one. Yes.
Cocked and loaded always.
All right, I know we're having fun here, but guess what? We have come to an end of this episode, and you know what? We're going to have to do this again.
Yes.
These are good times. Hey, look, everybody. Hey, Matt, Jessica, thanks for being on. Take care of yourself. I almost
Thank
remember.
you, Daddy.
Dude, I really have a problem remembering this shit.
With
It must
who?
be like something. It
is
it's on
because you need
purpose.
to take care of yourself. This is why
Yeah.
you named it that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You need to.
Self-care
And it's
is
right
best
there on the
care.
fucking
Right.
TV.
Take care of
All I had to do
yourself
is look
Right.
over there.
with the Brew Crew.
I gotta make another logo
Self-care
though. That
is
was
best
kind of like
care.
that was like last
O'Day.
minute like stab. Yeah, but
You're better
anyway.
than that. Let's
I'm
redo
better
it.
than that.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we'll
are.
redo that.
You're stronger.
All right, until next time. Hey, like and subscribe. Go to Naughty Donkey Productions on YouTube and give us that subscribe button because we cannot flourish without your likes and your subscriptions. And also, wherever you get your podcast, check us out. This is Mike. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.